Your host for Motorweek, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek. We're glad to have you with us. In the face of GM and Ford's recent struggles, one Detroit car company that's keeping its head high above the automotive waterline is the Chrysler Group. And Chrysler expects to remain buoyant with more dramatically styled vehicles like the 2007 Chrysler Sebring, an all-new mid-size sedan aimed at the heart of the family car market. But will the Sebring be able to give Camry and Accord something to worry about? To say that the 2007 Chrysler Sebring sedan faces a challenge at capturing a significant chunk of the mid-size family sedan market is something of an understatement. But the folks at Daimler Chrysler are confident that it will, thanks to a combination of confident styling, sound engineering, and purposeful technology. The exterior will be familiar to anyone who has ever admired the Chrysler Crossfire Coupe. Sebring designers transplanted the sporty two-doors distinctive front end with its in-your-face Chrysler grille, quad headlights, and multi-channel hood accent lines. The Sebring sedan also wears the Crossfire's sharp character lines along the top and bottom of each door. Yet the daring ends as the ultra-short rear deck culminates in a rather generic family car tail where huge lamps and the hint of a spoiler are the highlights. The Sebring sedan is easily more highly styled than competitors, but what about engineering? Well, the Sebring is based on Chrysler's new D-segment front-wheel drive chassis shared with the upcoming Dodge Avenger, shown in concept form at the 2006 Paris Motor Show. Compared to previous Chrysler midsize platforms, it's stronger, stiffer, with much improved NVH. A design priority was fuel efficiency. To that end, all models, base, touring, and limited, come standard with Chrysler's 2.4-liter twin-cam four-cylinder World engine. Also used in the Dodge Caliber, here output is 173 horsepower and 166 pound-feet of torque. But more important are good government fuel economy ratings of 24 city, 32 highway. For more power, step up to the E85-capable 2.7-liter dual-cam V6 with 189 horsepower and 191 pound-feet of torque. While the top of the engine lineup is the 3.5-liter single-cam V6 with 235 horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque. The trio of engines are mated to a trio of automatic transmissions. 4 speeds for the 2.4 and 2.7, while the 3.5 V6 has Chrysler's new 6-speed with auto-stick manual shift mode. We recently put a Sebring touring model with the mid-level 2.7-liter V6 to our test in Southern California and quickly found it to be easily the most solid, refined Sebring ever. The feel is more smooth Camry than slightly edgy Accord, with the McPherson strut front multi-link rear suspension providing a very soft ride. Even with a wider front track, there was more cornering roll than we prefer, but you can still push Sebring at a fairly brisk pace. ABS is standard on all trims, as is tire pressure monitoring, while traction and electronic stability control are optional on touring and limited. We found the 2.7 provided more than adequate power for both town and highway, and while quite smooth, it isn't as quiet as the best of its rivals. Sebring's 108.9-inch wheelbase slides squarely between Camry and Accord, but it's slightly longer and at least an inch and a half taller than both for a roomy, airy cabin. Assessing the interior, you sit high. Gauges and controls are big, and there's a stereo auxiliary input jack. Side impact and side curtain airbags are standard. Available technologies include front cup holders that heat and cool, and rear seat DVD entertainment. Also offered is a Harman Kardon MyGig sound navigation system with a 20-gigabyte hard drive with USB port. It has a voice memo recorder, and you can even rip music directly from CDs. There's plenty of rear seat room with more than 2.5 inches of additional headroom than before. A 60-40 split folding seatback is the norm, which with the Touring and Limited's fold flat front passenger seat allows for extra long loads. The trunk itself is on the small side at 13.6 cubic feet. This very competitive family sedan carries competitive prices too. Sebring base starts at $18,995. The 2.7-liter V6 adds $1,350 more. Touring trim begins at $20,195, while the Limited stickers at $23,995. As we said at the start, the 2007 Chrysler Sebring sedan has a tough row ahead to capture a significant chunk of the mid-size family sedan market. Indeed, just to get noticed by prospective Camry and Accord buyers will be a feat. But after considerable time behind the wheel of this stronger, smarter, and much more refined Sebring, that job looks a whole lot easier. Coming up, over the edge at the Demolition Derby. Time now for a